Welcome to Learn the Sword. While we are still in a Seza position, we might as well work on being prim and proper and trying to work on better posture. Because the best posture gives you better timing and it allows you to create technique. Moreover, you'll be able to start and stop on a dime instead of a quarter, if you know what I mean there. The biggest aspect about sitting in a Seza position is being able to keep your back straight when you practice technique. Because if you look at the side here and I try to start practice technique, I start pulling out this way, it just doesn't look good. It feels good, but it really doesn't look good. But if I can keep my back straight, for example, and I can do technique or practice or execute technique with my back straight and practice this over and over and over, what happens down the road is easily it looks good, it feels good, and the timing becomes impeccable. So what I'd like you to understand is dealing with the sword is a lifetime endeavor. And as a lifetime endeavor, I'd like you to understand that it takes more than just a couple of times of practice. Keep honing yourself, keep pushing yourself to make sure that your cuts become perfect. Just because. Now here's a little exercise that I learned over in Japan, in Yokohama, as far as keeping your back straight. If we were going to go to a beauty school, for example, and learn how to walk and talk and speak and everything like that, the first thing you'd learn is how to say better English and then walk with books on your head, for example, to give you better posture, especially when you're moving. Because if you stand tall, you look tall, everybody believes you a little more because you have confidence in your gestures. To help create more of a gesture, I want you to easily just take any sword you have, just wooden sword, big one, long one, and just take it and drop it on your head. Now the first couple of times you're going to be moving it all over, but after a while, you'll find out that you put it up like that. And then after you get it straight, pick it up, take it off. And then sit up again, really nice. Make sure that your fist is correctly, your toes are pointing straight out. You don't have any bad habits there. Bringing the sword and pushing it right in here and making everything straight. And then just lift it up, put it on your head, just like that. Now look at this. It's gonna fall off a lot. That's okay. That's part of the lesson plan because nothing's ever perfect. But what it will do is every time you make a movement, you'll know that if your head's in place, everything else will be. Now, I want you to take this also into consideration. If you can easily put the sword up on top of there and it starts balancing really well, well, what happens if you stand up like this? Or what happens when you throw out your leg? Or what happens when you want to come up like this? So there's lots of different aspects on what you'd like to do. But what you need to do is sword up, drop it on the head, let go, lift it up again, sword up, and start doing it where it just takes a second. So instead of adjusting it here for hours, you're here like this, boom, and it's ready to go. And if it falls off, it's okay, because this is part and parcel of being able to set up. A mistake happens and you have to reset up again without telegraphing your thoughts or your intentions.